When it comes to supplements, quality matters just as much as what you eat. That's why I only recommend Fullscript to all of my clients. A trusted source for high quality, professional grade supplements that are pure, potent, and backed by science. No fillers, no junk, just the best to support your hormones, digestion, energy, and overall health. Plus, with up to 20% off on auto ship and free shipping and handling, you get premium supplements at the best price delivered straight to your door. Can you ask for any better? Ready to stock your wellness cabinet with the real solutions? Shop my Fullscript favorites right in the link in the show notes. Hi friends, welcome to Everyday Health for the Christian Woman, where we explore spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical health from an integrative and functional perspective, all rooted in a biblical worldview. I'm your host, Amber Swift, certified functional and integrative nutrition health coach, wife, mom, homeschooling mom, pastor's wife, because let's face it, you guys, health is a journey, but it's a journey worth taking. And I am so glad to have you here. Hi, friends. Welcome back to Everyday Health for the Christian Woman. I am so thrilled to have you here, and I'm so honored that you are taking the time to listen to this podcast, sharing it with a friend. Please leave a review. I love hearing back from you, and I love hearing how these podcasts help encourage you, challenge you, just help you on your journey to renewed health. So I have a question for you. What if the reason you still don't feel like yourself today isn't because has nothing to do with whether or not you're doing enough, but maybe what if it was because the small things that you are doing every single day are quietly working against you? So at the beginning of the year, we all have these massive goals, these big, bold goals, which are beautiful. But what if these goals aren't wrong? Because they're good, they matter. But some of the times, the things that we never ever stop asking ourselves is this: are my daily habits moving me towards the life that I'm hoping and praying for and desiring, moving me towards those big goals? Or are they quietly sabotaging my big goals, quietly sabotaging the life that I really desire to be a part of? Quietly sabotaging whatever that big goal is. What if it's your daily habits that are moving you towards, like moving the needle towards, or pushing you away from those big goals? So here we are at the end, almost to the end of January. And normally by this time, 45 to 65% of all people who had New Year's resolutions, they've already dropped them. So by the end of January, that's a huge number. So today we are going to be talking about habits. So a few years ago, the Atomic Habit book came out and it became a bestseller. And I fell in love with this book. Why? Because I am a big goal person. I love having big goals. I love having these concepts, these dreams, these successes to move towards. But I can get overwhelmed by big goals. Sometimes I just shut down. I don't know. Am I the only one? Let me know in the comments. Tell me, are you a big goal person? Do you get overwhelmed by big goals, or do they just fuel your fire? Because everybody is so different. So and the reason why I loved it so much was because I love this slogan: tiny changes, remarkable results. Tiny changes, remarkable results. Our habits. So we don't often fail because we don't want to change badly enough. Sometimes we fail because we set these massive goals, but we never break them down into small incremental habits, small 1% changes. Then we feel overwhelmed. We feel behind. We think we're the problem. So if I'm talking to you today, and not just myself, I want you to know that you can see big changes. You can see these massive results. So most of the women that come to me say things like this: I just want to feel like myself again. I just want to have the energy to thrive in the life that I'm in. I want to get to the end of the day and not just be like crawling through the day. I want to feel peaceful. I'm tired of feeling anxious. I am ready to be able to feel like I did when I was younger, not just like, oh, I hit 35, I hit 40, this is as good as it gets, and that's it. Some women say, I want my digestion to work. I want to be able to focus and think clearly. I want mental focus. I want mental clarity. I don't want to walk into the room and forget why I was there. I don't want to start a sentence and by the end, forget what I'm talking about. I want my hormones to settle down. I want to feel sane and not crazy. I don't want to feel like my body is fighting against me. All of those results do not come from one big decision. They come from these small habits that we build into our life every single day, repeated consistently, and they either build up your health or they slowly drain your health. They either build up the life that you feel like you are called to live, or they slowly drain it. Excuse me. So here we go. And we are going to just go over a few habits because I don't want to leave us all overwhelmed. But these are some of the things that can either add to your health, take away. They can either push you towards feeling like yourself again or pull you away from it, drain you. So first, let's talk about sleep and the daily stress load. So let's just talk about something as simple as sleep. These are things that maybe we don't think about our habits. So are you burning the candle at both ends and then wondering why you feel sluggish and just kind of drained and like you're just making it? Are you waking up at the same time every single night wondering, why am I staring at the ceiling again? Why can't I just sleep? Sleep used to be such an easy thing for me, and now it feels just like another battle. So what's interesting about sleep is that it doesn't just happen at bedtime, nighttime. Sleep, all your habits throughout the day will determine whether or not you sleep well at night. So here's a couple of things to think about. So is your day fueled by stress? Is it fueled by caffeine? Is it fueled by sugar? Are you just pushing constantly and then expecting your body to just go to sleep at night? Are you indoors all day? Are you sitting all day? What is your diet like? Is your central nervous system inflamed? Is it just like running hot? Or are you calm, clear-headed? So these are all things to think about because you can't expect your body to just go all day, run on food that is completely inflammatory for you, run on stress all day long, and then expect your body to just calm down, go to sleep. So sleep and your daily stress load. How your day goes that day, how you live your life during the day determines what your sleep will be like. Okay, here's another habit. Habit number 2. What is inflammatory for you? Remember, you are unique. You are made by God. There is nobody else like you. So you cannot expect you to eat a diet that is just like everybody else and still feel fabulous. And that's our goal. I want you to feel like yourself again. So one of the biggest mistakes is this. We assume that what works for our best friend, our sister, our moms, the latest celeb, we just have to realize that you are unique. And so if your digestion feels off, if your hormones feel chaotic, if your energy is unstable, if you're not sleeping at night, your body is speaking to you. So that is exactly why I created a symptom quiz for you. So if you click on the link below, you will not only get a symptom quiz, but then you will get a personalized video from me with your results, telling you what to do next, because I want you to figure out what works for your body. And it's not a massive overhaul, right? It is tiny changes, remarkable results, 1% changes, daily habits. So what is inflammatory for you? Figure that out. And I promise you that you will begin to see your health being renewed and your life being renewed, right? And you feeling like yourself again. For instance, for me, I do not do well on caffeine. I do not do well on stimulants. My central nervous system runs hot. I cannot calm down. I get very emotional. I begin to feel like not like myself. I feel a little bit crazy. But that took me really deciding and figuring out what would work for Amber. And that's what I want for you, my friend. Okay, habit number 3, relationships and energy drains. Oh my goodness. So a lot of times we do not connect our health with our relationships. but it is completely intertwined. So if you find yourself being the woman who is continuously giving, continually on that giving in the giving role, and you do not have any relationships in your life that are also giving back to you, you most likely are feeling very drained and like your cup is just empty. So, first, I want to say this. Sometimes there are seasons. There are seasons in life. So, with friendships, marriage, family relationships, there will be seasons where you will be more in the role of the giver, and sometimes you will be more in the role of the receiver. Some relationships, you will always be in the role of the giver. Some are mutual, and some you will be in the role of the receiver. But here is what I want you to do today, to take an honest look at your relationships. Do you have any relationships in your life where sometimes you get to be on the receiving end? And that is so important, to have just a couple of relationships in your life where you get to receive, because you need to have your cup filled. How do you get your cup filled? And you look completely different than me. And that is a beautiful thing. But you do need to take some time to figure that out. If every relationship in your life you are continually pouring out, your body will feel exhausted. You will be mentally exhausted, emotionally exhausted, physically exhausted, and spiritually exhausted. You need a couple of relationships in your life that feed into you, because you are just as important as every single person whom you are filling, whom you are feeding into. So that is another habit to take a look at. And we're going to end with one of my favorite habits, because I have seen such massive results in my own life. And this is perspective. We all heard it. Do you see the glass half empty, or do you see it half full? This is so important. It is so important. In health, we always talk about food, we talk about nutrition, we talk about supplements, but we rarely think about what is our view of our life. So hope is so important. Looking towards your future with hope and expectancy. Sometimes when you have gone through battle after battle, it is a very easy thing to begin to stop looking towards your future with hope, with expectancy. So something very, very practical. First, do you do this? Do you look towards your future with hope and expectancy? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear, because it's really important, because it actually gives purpose to your life. It begins to help your body to feel safe. And it's just imperative that you are looking towards your life, towards your future with hope, because God promises that He has a future and a hope for you. Do you believe that? When you look forward with expectation, this actually helps to calm your body down, to bring you out of fight or flight. It tells your body that you're safe. But when you look towards the future with trepidation and fear, it tells your body that you are not safe. And it does begin to go into fight or flight. So do you want to feel your best? Do you want to renew your health, renew your life, feel like you again? Begin looking towards your future with hope and expectation. And yes, dare I say, even excitement. Let's do it. So every morning, write down at least 5 things you are thankful for every single morning. Begin to develop that thankful gratitude, like, I am so excited about today. This is the best day ever, even if it's not. Because the reality is, it still is. Even if you are going through trial after trial, which I have walked through, it is still the best day ever, because you have breath in your lungs. You have feet. You have eyes that can see. You list it out. You begin to list it out. Even if it feels like you're saying, I had a good night's sleep. Remember, my friends, big goals are beautiful, but big goals are built on small, incremental habits. And today I want to leave you with this question. Are your current habits renewing your life, renewing your health, or are they slowly draining it? Are they helping you to become the woman, the mom, the daughter, the leader that God is calling you to be? Or are they quietly keeping you in survival mode? You do not have to fix everything today. You do not even have to fix everything in this month. You just have to start choosing these small habits every day that add to your life. Stop choosing habits that drain your life, drain your relationships. Start with being aware. That is the first thing. We need to be aware. What habits are adding to my life, adding to my health, adding to my relationships? What habits are draining them? If this episode was encouraging to you, please grab that symptom quiz, leave a comment, leave a review for us, and please share it with a woman who you believe that this will encourage. You were not meant to live in survival mode. I want to see you thriving and living in the life and the purposes that God has for you. But remember, it goes into our daily habits. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Remember that health is a journey, but it is a journey worth taking. Hi guys, thank you so much for listening in and following along with Everyday Health for the Christian Woman. If you found this podcast to just really help you, would you do me a favor? Would you share it with a friend? Would you leave us a review, follow along? This helps us to reach more women, because my heart in 2026 is to see more women begin to feel their best, to renew their health, renew their life, so that they can walk in all the purposes and plans that God has for them. Thanks so much.